Do you know how close to home trafficking can be? People don't pay it a lot of attention, but it's a real problem that needs to be tackled. Hey, I'm Hadassah for Jakbadotenji, and today we're turning our attention closer to home. Hundreds of thousands of people seeking greener pastures have found themselves trapped in the nightmare of human trafficking. This week, in a press release in Abuja on 22nd May 2022, Honorable Abike Dabiri Irewa, chair of the Nigerians in Diaspora Commission, NIDCOM, urged a whole of government, whole of society approach to tackle human trafficking. She said it's no longer enough for agencies to work in silos. Instead, we need agency collaboration from NIDCOM to NAPTIP, from local law enforcement to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. We also need community involvement, engaging youth group, traditional and religious leaders, and grassroots NGOs. Then, global partnerships leveraging embassies, international organizations like the International Organization for Migration, IOM, and foreign governments to repatriate and rehabilitate victims. Why is it so crucial? Because traffickers don't respect borders or bureaucratic boundaries. They exploit every gap, be it legal, societal, or simply a lack of awareness. There's Amina's story. She was rescued from an exploitative labor ring in Accra, Ghana. She left Maiduguri with dreams of working as a hotel receptionist, only to find herself cleaning rooms under the threat of violence, forced to hand over her earnings. After months of suffering, NIDCOM and the Nigerian embassy in Accra stepped in. Today, Amina is back home, enrolled in vocational training, supported by local NGO, and rebuilding her life one stitch at a time. Then there's Chuku, one of the many caught in Libya detention camps. He paid a human trafficker €2,000 for passage to Europe, only to end up sleeping on concrete floors waiting to be sold again. In collaboration with the Libyan Authority and IOM, NIDCOM managed to repatriate him alongside hundreds of other Nigerians. Back in Lagos, he undergoes counseling and participates in community-led apprenticeship schemes, thanks to funding from the federal government and private sponsors. But see, these are not just numbers. They're mothers, brothers, daughters, our neighbors. Their journeys from Ghana and Libya highlight two distinct faces of trafficking, forced labor, and the perilous migration through North Africa. At the SKIP program, the Director General of NAPTIP, Mrs. Binta Adamobelu, shared a robust framework based on 5 pillars: policy, strengthening laws and ensuring Nigeria's Trafficking in Persons Prohibition, Enforcement and Administration Act is rigorously implemented. Pillar number 2, prevention, community education campaigns, school outreach programs, and social media initiatives to raise awareness about recruitment scams. Protection, victim-centered shelters offering legal aid, medical care, and psychological counseling. And for the 4th pillar, prosecution, training law enforcement on victim identification, gathering evidence, and prosecuting traffickers to the fullest extent. And finally, partnerships, collaborating with CSOs, media outlets, traditional rulers, and even tech companies to create hotlines, mobile apps, and find and rescue operations. But the thing is, these frameworks alone are not enough. Here are 3 practical ways you can help. 1, educate and empower. If you run a travel blog, hostel, or taxi service, train your staff to spot red flags, passengers who don't have control over their documents, they seem overly fearful, or are traveling with unknown individuals. Another way you can help is to share information, post accurate facts on social media, dismantle myth about easy migration routes, and direct people to official helplines. You can also support grassroots NGOs, organizations like Women at Risk International Foundation WARIF and International Justice Mission IJM offer counseling and legal support. So your donations, whether big or small, can fund a safe house or sponsor rehabilitation programs. Dr. Margaret Ibubedike and Dr. Saraswati Dawadi from Open University UK praised Nigeria's growing mechanisms and called for naming and shaming traffickers. Public accountability can break the culture of impunity. See, when communities know that traffickers will be exposed, photo, name, and crime in the public eye, they will think twice. And when survivors share the story, it dismantles the silence that traffickers rely on. The thing is, human trafficking thrives in the shadows. It feeds on secrecy, desperation, and division. But here's the truth. We have the power to shine a light. Whether it's through robust policy, community vigilance, or everyday acts of kindness, Each of us can be a guardian of freedom. So if you've been inspired by these stories, here's what you can do right now. Subscribe. Yeah, I know. And hit the bell button because we'll keep bringing you real stories, real Jackpot stories that matter. Two, share this video on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp to inform someone who might be at risk. And support one or two NGOs around you. Your contribution can actually rebuild a life. Comment, let us know what action you'll take today to stand with survivors and fight trafficking.